Yo, what's up, guys? Mr. Forza here. I did the video I posted earlier. I had to delete it because YouTube made it where my comments were disabled, so you guys couldn't comment and help me out with that. So yeah, I just deleted it, and I'm gonna make a new video with the tractor itself. So, my plan. I figured it out in my head. There's some MTD, tractors with, it's either here or in the middle. It's got forward, reverse, well, it's got forward, neutral, then reverse, and then it's got like all the way to 6 on the side or all the way to 6 on the dash, depending on which ones. I got one on top of my hill. I don't know if you can see them. The way down there. Probably can't see them, but there's two tractors sitting up there. They're both MTDs, and they both have the same rear end. And the thing is, those ones, they have forward, neutral, and reverse, and then they have the switch on the dash to change up the gears. So what I was thinking, I'm like, since I want to go straight axle, why don't I just do this? So what I was thinking is, why don't I just get another mower with the rear end like that, and then gear it up where either it's the forward and reverse is in neutrals here, or somewhere's on the side or something. I couldn't care. I wouldn't really care if it's on the side where I have to bang it here and here. I don't really care. So what the plan would be is this rear end would go. So basically, meaning that would have no rear end. It'd be just a solid shaft, like a go-kart shaft, and it would have like go-kart brakes, tires. It's gonna be a little lifted. I'm gonna put a little lift on it, because if I do that, it's gonna be a little short or whatever. But I'm probably gonna end up bracing that mount up over there. I don't know. Now the front end, I'm thinking about making a lift for it and then bracing it up. I'm thinking about taking another one of these, and hold on, if I can set my thing, my light. What I'm thinking about doing is cutting the ends of these straight down, and then we're cutting a good chunk out of it, putting another one like this, and putting one on underneath and on top. Weld them both together solid to where only the bottom works. So like this part. So the top. So basically, you'd have a big lift. The only problem I think I'm going to have with that is it's not going to be very safe. Ooh, she's leaking oil. She's puking oil. Ooh. I don't know if you can see all that, but that's oil. Fuck. She pukes oil. Ugh. Fuck, she pukes oil. Christ. Fucking puker. Well, I think if this motor does let go, the twin's going in her. V-twin. Well, not V-twin, the opposed twin, the oppie twin. But either an oppie or another single. I love the sound of a single. Just the way it did the idle. Mine, I like the sound of mine. Mine's got a little exhaust leak, and it gives it like that nice raspy sound. I'll start her up for you guys. I haven't started it in a little bit, so see how she sounds. Oh. This pedal's a little hard. See, she's got a raspy sound. See, she's got kind of like a raspy sound, and I love it. But if I do put like a twin, V-twin, a post twin, I'm going straight pipe. I'm going to go make a big pipe. It's going to go on the side here, or both sides, or big straight pipe going straight down. Because I love the sound of a twin. I'm just gonna say twin, because instead of saying opposed and a V-twin or whatever, I love to get a V-twin, but they're so hard to get and they're expensive. I got a $20 opposed twin. I think I'm just gonna swap the harness and slap this mother trucker in there. So basically, once I get that oppie, this 13 horsepower is just going to be a test dummy, basically. Actually, it's going to be a test dummy anyways. Yeah, so for the rear end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that, like how it was, like if you see a race mower. And then I'm going to put the transmission up in here. In here somewhere. Flip it upside down, and I'm going to cut the axles. I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to put the chain here. Then what I'm going to do for the motor, I'm going to put a sprocket on the motor, and a sprocket on the rear end. Like here. Instead of the pulley, I'm going to put a sprocket. So what that's going to do is basically the whole thing's going to be chain driven. Oh, everyone's like, how are you going to stop? Thing is, I'm going to just figure out how to use stock brakes with this. I'm going to put the brakes on this side instead of this side. Normally you see go-kart with the brakes on this side. I'm going to switch things up. I don't really like the brakes on this side. I'd rather have brakes on this side because if I run it that way, look what's right there. It'll be easier because then do that. It'll be easier to push. So I'll just break up a new line, new thing, and run it. So, yeah, I just gotta get another rear end. And then once summer comes, and then this bullcrap virus, that's pretty bad, goes away. So we get mods and a whole hell of a list. But before I do all this straight axle, bullcrap, well, I don't know, it's kind of bullcrap because there's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of fabricating, a lot of welding, a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be capable to do by myself. So, if you're wondering how I'm going to do it, I'm going to rig up this transmission there. I'm going to run it upside down, so then the motor can run off the motor can run the rear end. Then I'm going to find a way to run forward and reverse and neutral. Then for like the speed, I'm going to try to stick it in the highest gear I can and lock it. I'm going to make a locking mechanism with a pin. So then if I want to change it, what I'm going to have to do is probably going to get under, I'm going to rig it so I can get under the mower and change it. So if I want to get low torque, I can just put it in low. But I'll probably leave it in high. And then with that straight axle, I'm going to have so much more goddamn clearance. Sorry if you can't see it, but fuck. I'm going to have more clearance. Yeah, it's going to look way better. And another thing, I was thinking, scrap this and put an actual winch. I kind of like the idea here, but I'm going to probably put more plating here and there. And then cut it, so then I can put a winch and make a nice bumper. Then, you're probably wondering, well, you got a perfectly good winch. Well, I was thinking, well fuck, what if I'm stuck forward and I can't go forward? Let's say I'm against a tree and I snap something. I can't go backwards. Well, I was thinking, why don't I just make a mount, kind of like a back rack, but high enough that'll clear a tailgate of a truck. Probably make a back rack that'll go from here all the way to over my fenders, and then there'll be a clear spot, because then I can put stuff here still, like toolbox, probably mount toolbox or something, little toolbox or something there, and then it'll go there, and then there'll be a bracket. Then I'll probably mount it to the frame because I'm not going to put the back brace. I'm not putting that back. I don't want it. I don't like it. It's a bitch to take off. I actually got another one from an old Craftsman. The donor, the organ donor. Yeah, so big plans. Yeah, I've been actually thinking about making this thing a badass mud mower, mud machine. I mean, if it wasn't for me wandering along on the internet, being a dumbass, being bored, like I always am, I wouldn't have fell in love with mud mowers. I'm a gearhead. I'm a gear nut. I love working on motors. I'm a freak. I love motors. I love anything that runs off of gasoline. Like, give me a single head cylinder motor, twin, 4-banger, V6, V8, V10, V12. I want to work on it. I want to figure out what makes it tick. And that's what I love about these, because this is my learning experience. And everyone's like, oh, why don't you just get rid of it and buy a real 4-wheeler? Well, 1, I'm poor. 2, I'm almost at the age where I can get my own car, my first car. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a car. You're probably wondering, well, you got a mud mower. Why don't you just buy a truck? Well, as you know, trucks waste a lot of gas and stuff. So, yeah. So that's why I'm not getting a truck, because I don't want to spend, well, I'll probably have a truck for spare, but yeah. So that was my little quick, well, not really quick, it was about past 10 minutes, but yeah, that's the plans, the update on this beast. I'll probably post a video tomorrow. So yeah, comment on what do you think of my idea. Until next video, peace out, and till next time, this is Forza out. Enjoy mudding.